Hi friends, Reyna here with your second Feel Good Flow of May. For this practice, we're going to be working into some splits. And with that said, I don't expect anyone to fully enter the splits during this class. So I don't want you to expect that of yourself either. But we're really going to be focusing on the hamstrings, kind of the back of the body, and also very much the front of the legs. To kind of find the balance in our leg shape here, and just explore different entries and like ways to get into the splits. But really just kind of getting into these feel good shapes. And so for this class, definitely have your blocks or something similar. And then I just have 2 blankets here. And I like blankets because you can really kind of adjust the height as needed. And we'll be using these predominantly when we're getting into our splits to bring the ground a little bit closer to us, but also whenever we need a little lift of our booty or a little cushion of our knees. And then the last thing you'll want is a strap or something strap-like. So a long belt. My strap is really long. Yours doesn't need to be quite this long. But a long belt, a scarf, a towel, really anything. If you have like a yoga mat carrier strap, those really work well. Yeah, anything that just gives you a little leverage that's not too stretchy. So I don't love like resistance bands and things like that because they just give you a little too much give, and nothing too slippery. So I want you to be able to get a really nice, good grip on whatever your item is. Awesome. So with that said, feel good, take your time where you'd like to take it, and use what I offer as a framework for exploration and a framework to just see what's feeling best and most supportive for you for this class. When you're ready, we'll get started in a comfortable seat. You can sit down on your bottom if you'd like. I think I'll stay seated on my shins. That's just a personal preference for me right now. But sitting on your bottom is great. I'm using a couple blocks under my booty. And I have my knees together and my feet almost outside of my body. This is comfortable for me, so find something that's comfortable for you. Allow the eyes to close or find a soft gaze. And let's just allow ourselves to arrive to our practice. And just becoming aware of how you're feeling this evening, or it's evening for me, how you're feeling for this class. Always giving yourself permission to wiggle, move, and readjust, not just as needed, but also as wanted, especially for this practice. Becoming aware of your breath, just kind of seeing what's going on, what it's doing. Good, and with your next exhale, clear the body out. Take a big breath in through the nose. Open the mouth and sigh. Exhale. Good, inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale. Good, last one, big breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale. Keeping the eyes closed, inhale the arms overhead. Press the palms together at the top and exhale as you slide the hands to heart center. Taking a round of breath, feeling the heart beat. Maybe taking a moment to set an intention, a reason, a why. Something to anchor yourself to your mat, to your practice. And slowly blinking the eyes open, releasing the hands down. On an inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, cactus the arms wide, lift the chest. Good, inhale, reach nice and tall. Exhale, cactus the arms wide. Good, last one, inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus the arms wide, holding them there for 3, for 2. Good, inhale, reach back a little more. Exhale, round forward, bring the forearms to touch, chin tucks to chest. Good, inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round. One more, inhale, open. Exhale, round. Interlace the hands. Flip the palms facing away from you. Take a breath in, reach the arms overhead, lean back. Exhale, round forward, press the palms out in front of you. Good, inhale, reach up. Exhale, round down. Good, one more, inhale, reach. Exhale, round. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, release the arms by the side. Good. Bring the hands to the knees. And start to circle the chest, either direction. And as if you're kind of hitting cat and cow. When you move forward, you have a little back bend. When you move back, the spine rounds. And as you move side to side, you're finding side bends. Pausing to switch direction. Good. And slowly coming back to the center. And make your way into tabletop. Taking a moment in your tabletop, get a nice good grip of the earth. Extend the left leg out to the side. Press the pinky edge of your left foot into the earth. Toes face forward, or maybe a little bit angled, if that's what your hip and inner leg need to sustain this position. And then press the hands down. You can tuck your right toes, and then just lift your right knee. Hike it out to the right, so you have a nice wide base. Inhale to find cow pose. Exhale, cat. Good, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Good, one more, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Good, inhale, cow pose, stay there. Start to send the hips back and forth, just little rocks. Moving the hips towards the calf, and then the shoulders towards the fingers. And we want to keep the spine in a little back bend here, just keeping everything active and engaged. Good. And slowly coming back to center. Turn the left toes out now. Bend the left knee and start to move back and forth, keeping the hands planted and just moving the hips across the mat, bending the left knee, and then finding something a little more straight, but not a whole lot more straight. And if your right knee is feeling sore, feel free to grab your blanket, cushion it up a bit. Good, now start to send these bends into big circles. So just circling the hips. And the left foot will kind of wiggle around. That's totally fine. No need to keep it grounded. Switch your direction. Good. Come back to center. Slide the left leg in. Give the hips a little shake. Good. Extend the right leg out. Press the pinky edge down. Inhale, find cow pose. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more, inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Good, inhale into cow, stay there. And start to rock back and forth. Just finding some dynamic movement. Being gentle. I always think these feel really good. I'd love to know if you like them as well. And maybe you don't feel much here. You might already have really flexible hamstrings, or like the inner line of your leg is pretty flexible. That's totally great. Mine is not. Coming back to center. Turn the right toes out. Slide the foot in slightly and bend into the right knee, letting the hips move across the mat, and then move a little back and forth. Oh, I forgot to mention taking the left knee out a little further. So if your left knee is like perfectly under your body, just take it out a little bit and then come back to your bending. Good. Turning these side to sides into big circles. Kind of animalistic movement here. I always like that. And your circles may be really smooth on one side. Mine are really clunky on this side, and that's okay. Switch direction. Good. Come back to center. Slide that right leg under the body. Sit the hips back for just a moment. Give the wrists a little roll, a little shake, a little flex. Crack the fingers. Just give them a break. Good. Bring the hands to the earth. Tuck the toes and send the hips back. Find your first down dog. Wiggle the feet, bend the knees. Just pedaling things out. Seeing what your body's enjoying today. Down dog can be a great place to check in for some people. Continuing to press the earth away. Sending the hips back towards the feet. Finding a nice bend of the knees. Good. Walk the feet together. And then bring just the heels to touch. Turn the toes out. Kind of like you're in, I don't know, I don't do ballet, but I think this is a plie or something like that. So keeping the heels together, toes out. Inhale, rise up onto the toes. Stay onto the toes and exhale, start to bend the knees deeply, sitting the booty way back. Good. Inhale, rise up, straighten the legs. Exhale, lower the heels towards the earth. Good. Inhale onto the toes. Exhale, deep bend of the knees. Inhale, rise back up, straighten the legs. Exhale, lower the heels. Good. One more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, big deep bend. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, lower the heels. Good. Holding here. Reaching the heels towards the earth for 3. For 2. Good. Roll forward. Lower the knees. And then lower all the way onto the belly. Good. Taking a moment here. If your head was at 12 o'clock on the clock, bring your right hand out towards 2 o'clock. Left hand is out towards 10. Press just your fingertips into the ground. And you want your elbows to be bent here. So we're not extending our arms so far that the arms are straight. Fingertips press to the ground. Triceps face the sky. Feet can be as wide as the mat. And on an inhale, press yourself up. Find this wide cobra. Exhale, lower. Good. Hugging the belly away from the earth and heavying the hips down. Inhale, press up, wide cobra. Exhale, lower. Good. 3 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. For 2, coming up. Last one. Good. Slide the hands in. Press up to tabletop. And then send the hips back. Find a child's pose or a seat on the shins. We'll just take 3 rounds of breath. So find something restful and supportive for you. Good. Coming up. Walking the knees in slightly, hands come under the shoulders. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips. Find downward facing dog. Good, look between the hands. And then walk or step the feet into a forward fold at the top of your mat or near the top of your mat. You can bring blocks under the hands or allow the hands to rest on the shins. Taking space between the feet and a nice bend of the knee. Good. Inhale to halfway lift. Look out ahead. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Good. Last one. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Come to stand. Exhale, cactus the arms wide. Good. Inhale, gather the hands into heart center. Exhale, settle in. Take a few moments to arrive to this new level. Adjusting yourself. Wiggling around and getting situated. And then we're going to take just a real cruisy flow here. Kind of a rainy day flow is how I think of it. Inhale, arms overhead. Reach nice and long like a good morning stretch. Look up. Exhale, arms by the side. Good, 2 more like that. So inhale, reach nice and big through the fingers, maybe lift onto the toes. Exhale, lower down, arms by the side. Good. Inhale, sweep the arms out. Really big reach. Good morning, world. Exhale, lower. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out, reach them overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms overhead, come to stand, big reach. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Good. Adding on here. Step the right toes to the back of the mat. Lower the right knee. Inhale, reach nice and big. Bring the arms out and up. Exhale, hands to the earth or to your blocks. Tuck the back toes. Lift the back knee and step up. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step the left toes to the back of the mat. Lower the left knee. Inhale, reach big, rise up, low lunge. Exhale, hands to the earth. Tuck the back toes. Lift the back knee and step up once again, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Right toes to the back of the mat. Lower the knee. Inhale, rise up, big sweep. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step up, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Left toes to the back of the mat, drop the knee. Inhale, big sweep, rise up. Exhale, hands to the earth. Tuck the back toes, lift the knee and step up. Forward fold, good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Right toes to the back of the mat. Lower the knee. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Adding on, exhale, sweep the arms back. Straighten the front leg, half splits. Good, inhale, low lunge, reach up. Exhale, half splits, sweep back. Good, one more, inhale, reach. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to the earth. Tuck the toes, lift the knee, step up, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Left toes to the back of the mat. Lower the knee. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, half split, sweep the arms back. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, reach it back. Inhale, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, half splits, Ardha Hanumanasana. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, hands to the earth. Tuck the toes, lift the knee, big step up, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms overhead, come to stand. Exhale, cactus the arms wide. Inhale, gather the hands into heart center. Exhale, settle in. Take a round of breath. Good. Walk the feet, hips distance, maybe a little bit wider. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Bring your left hand right under your face. Maybe press the hand into a block. And on an inhale, reach the right arm high. Find a twist here. You can bring the back of your right hand to your lower back or keep the arm extended. Finding a soft bend in the knees, but trying to keep the hips kind of facing forward for 3, for 2. Good, release the right hand down, replace the left hand with the right, and on an inhale, open the left arm high, maybe bring the back of the hand to your lower back like I am. And it's a small movement, but I think it's nice because you really have to focus on keeping your feet grounded, your hips square, and finding this slightly different shape in this fold. Good. Left hand comes down, slide the blocks back out to about foot or hips distance. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come to stand, arms overhead. Exhale, arms by the side. Good. Bring your hands to your hips. Step your left foot all the way to the back of the mat. Bend the knee. Settle into a little crescent lunge here. Good. If you'd like, inhale the arms overhead. And instead of that kind of straight up and down, we're looking for kind of V shapes today. Lifting the chest, lifting through the upper body. Taking a few rounds of breath here, building a little heat. Good. Inhale, reach to the fingertips. Exhale, cactus the arms wide, lift the chest. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, cactus. Good. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus. Good. One more. Inhale, reach up. This time, exhale, start to straighten the front leg. Fold forward. Hands come to your blocks. Finding this extended pyramid pose. You can stay just like this with the back heel lifted, or if you'd like, you can explore a little by really sending the weight into your left heel, trying to bring it to the earth, and then peeling the right toes off the ground, coming onto your right heel. Whew. Finding a soft bend of that right knee. You may call this a cat lunge. Breathing here for 3, for 2. Good. Slowly moving forward, placing the right toes back to the earth. I'm going to use my blocks under my hands here. You don't have to, but it's just kind of how I move around. Start to walk the hands towards the long edge of the mat, turning the body, pivoting the feet, and finding a wide leg forward fold here. And so we're half folding. That's why the hands are on blocks here. I find it really supportive, but you can still half fold with your fingertips on the ground. Good. Readjusting the feet. Wiggling the hips. Pressing hands to the earth or fingertips. Inhale, find a little cow pose. So bend the knees, lift the heart. Exhale, round everything, find a cat pose. Good. Inhale, find cow. Exhale, cat. Good. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Good. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, start to fold a little deeper, really hinging from the hips here. My chest stays super forward, collarbones reaching out in front of me. And then if you have the space, you can rest your forearms to your blocks. Let the head relax. Taking a few rounds of breath here. Finding that soft bend in the knee still, and really trying to keep a cow spine. So a little back bend here for 3, for 2. Good. Press the hands back to the blocks. Take the hands to the hips, and on an inhale, lift the chest up. Good. And then just pivot so you're facing the back of your mat. Turning on the toes, doesn't need to be super graceful or anything like that. And find your crescent lunge on the other leg, so bend into the front knee, your left leg now. Inhale the arms overhead, find that nice big open V. Taking a few rounds of breath here. Building a little bit of heat. Reaching through the fingertips. Inhale, reach a little longer. Exhale, cactus, the arms wide. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus. Good. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus. Good. Inhale, reach tall. This time, exhale, start to fold forward. Grab your blocks and find this extended pyramid pose. And then again, stay just like this if you're feeling it, if you like this, or if you'd like to explore, or if you're not quite feeling the stretch in your hamstrings, start to press the right heel towards the earth, peel the left toes off, and then pull them towards the body. Little bend in the left knee, cow spine, so little back bend here. Look out ahead of you. This one really kicks my ass personally, but it's good, I like it. Breathing here for 3, for 2, last one. Good. Start to send the weight forward, left toes come back to the earth, and walk the hands back around, coming back into that wide leg shape. Readjusting, pressing hands into the blocks, finding that half fold once again. And then from here, turn the toes out just slightly. So they're kind of facing the corners. You can walk the blocks a little closer to the body. Inhale, find a little cow pose. Stay just like that. Exhale, start to bend into the right leg, straighten the left. Good. Inhale to center. Exhale, bend left. Good. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Last one, inhale to center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Good. Come back to the center. Pivot the toes towards the front of the mat. Start to walk the hands and bring them to the inside of the foot. So you're probably in this really long shape right now. What I want you to do is just step your left foot towards the left side of the mat. Big step. And then wiggle your right foot towards the right side of the mat. So I have a lot of space. My right foot's all the way to the right edge. Left foot's towards the left edge. Turn the back toes so the toes face forward. And then just lower onto your left knee. So we have this nice, long, wide lunge here. Turn the right toes out now. So finding more space, let the right knee fall open, lizard lunge. Really sending the hips forward, but still engaging the core and lifting the belly. You can stay on the hands, or if you'd like, you can lower down onto the forearms. Really trying to find some space in the front of the left hip, the front of the left leg, and the outer right hip. Or the outer right hip. You can flex the right foot and roll onto the pinky edge, really letting the hip open if you have the space today. Breathing here for 3, for 2. Good. Slowly coming up, bringing the hands to blocks, and then I'm going to flip mine on my highest setting. Start to send the hips back, straighten the front leg, keep it at that wide angle, and then peel the right toes off the earth for this half split. And then from here, walk the hands out to the left, finding a little space. Good. Start to rotate the right toes side to side like you're windshield wipering them, but not from the ankle, from the hip. So just little windshield wiper, just a few times, just to see how it feels. Good. Bend into that right knee slightly. Maybe you lower onto the forearms. Little cow spine, keeping that back bend. For 3. For 2. Good. Coming up. Walk the hands back to center. Bend into the right knee. And then start to wiggle the right foot across the mat. Coming into pigeon pose. You can use a blanket or your stack of blankets here. I'm just going to demonstrate for you. Right under the body. And then lower down onto them. And this is exactly how we'll use it during our half splits as well. So setting yourself up nice and tall in your pigeon, really balancing yourself in the center here. So if you're not feeling like you can reach your arms out, it could be because there's just not enough support. You don't have enough stabilizing you. So finding those things that can help bring the ground closer, you can use 20 blankets. It does not matter. Once you find your stability, press your hands into something firm, tuck your back toes under, and then lift the knee off the ground, and then press yourself back a little. So your hips move back in space. Good. Once you're feeling nice and stable here, stay up, reach the arms out long, out to the sides, lift the heart. And you can keep the arms extended, or if you'd like to try, reach the arms out nice and wide. Pull the right hip back in space just slightly. Breathing here for 3, for 2. Big breath in. Exhale, fold forward, sleep your pigeon. I'm gonna bring my blocks with me so I have something to rest onto. And your foot, under no circumstance, or your front leg doesn't need to be at a 90-degree angle. Let that go. Your foot could be as close to your groin as necessary for you to sustain this posture. You're looking for sensation. And where people generally feel pigeon pose is the outside of the right, or the outside of the front hip, the lower back of the front leg, and also the front part of the extended leg. Good. Breathing here for 3 more rounds of breath. We've been here for a while. Y'all are doing great. Okay. Slowly coming up. And you can use your blocks to help you, or just press your hands to the ground as you tuck the back toe, lift the knee, and then use your arms, press the hips up, step back, take a wide downward facing dog. If you have your blankets or a pillow or bolster, you can scoot those out of the way. Good. And for our transition here, just walk your hands towards the right corner of your mat. Keep your right foot where it is, and then take a big step with your left foot towards the left side of the mat. lower the left knee. Get a nice long stance here. Turn the left toes out. Let the left knee open. Lizard lunge. Finding lots of space between the feet. Drawing the lower belly up and the belly button in. And pressing the hands into our blocks so that we're not crunching into our shoulders here. It's really easy to do. It can almost feel good, but I want you to press away. Find length in the spine. And you can stay like this, or if you'd like, you can flex that left foot, roll onto the pinky edge. You can lower to the forearms. Just recognizing that you're different from side to side. I'm different from side to side. And so the space you may have on one side may just not exist on the other quite yet. That's okay. Sending the hips forward and also towards the earth. And then using that core engagement and the lift from the arms and the belly to keep us safe, to keep us intentional here. Good. Breathing here for 3, for 2. Good. Rise up. I like to set my blocks on the highest level for this as I send the hips back. Half splits, peel the left toes off the earth. And then walk the hands and the blocks out towards the right. Small bend of the left knee. Find that cow spine. Good, for 3, for 2, last one. Okay, come back to center, re-bend that left leg, and we'll start to come into pigeon pose. So if you used props on the other side, you may also want them for this side. I know I do. Start to walk that left foot across the mat, and then lower down. And for my left side, my foot is way closer to my body. The right side, I have a 90-degree angle. Left side, not so much. And that is so fine. So again, find your stability here. Find that balance point. You may need to readjust. And then once you're feeling stable, tuck the back toes, lift the knee, and then just scoot the hips back in space a little more. Good. Extend the arms out, nice and long. Pull the left hip back in space, and then reach everything up, or keep the arms extended. We'll take about 5 rounds of breath upright here. And again, recognizing your sides are different. It is okay if you look different from side to side. Good, big breath in. Exhale, fold. Sleep your pigeon. Supporting yourself, supporting the head, the hands. Taking about 5 rounds of breath here. Good, then slowly coming up. Bringing the blocks under the hands if you'd like. Tucking the back toes, lifting the knee, and then pressing firmly into the blocks as you lift the hips. Swing the left foot back and take the feet match distance. Nice wide down dog. Bend, wiggle. Do the good work, what needs to be done. Good. Start to walk the hands back towards the feet. So you're at the back of the mat, grab your strap. Walk the feet into about hips distance. Take your strap and step on it. So slide it under the feet. Good. You can wrap your hands in a few times. Good. And then start to pull onto the straps, pulling the chest towards the fronts of your legs. And if you're someone like me, you may not need the strap here. You can slide your hands under your feet and step on the hands, toes meeting the wrist creases for gorilla pose. But if you're not quite there yet, using the strap can really give you some leverage in this forward fold. Good. Breathing here for 3, for 2. Good. Slide the strap out. Keep it in your hands. Soft bend to the knees. And then inhale, reach the strap out in front of you. Come to stand. Strap comes overhead. Staying in this big V shape. And maybe unwrapping, finding a nice wide V. Good. Start to drop the arms behind the body. Strap comes just where the butt is. Good. Reach the strap back overhead and then down the front of the body by the hips. Let's add the breath. Inhale, strap overhead. Exhale, reach it behind. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, forward. Now, if this feels painful, find more space. We don't want like crinkling or having to kind of finagle your way through. We want to try find a smooth movement. So inhale, reach the strap overhead. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, overhead. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, overhead. Exhale, lower. Inhale, reach it overhead. Exhale, lower. Good. Take your strap. Toss it to the side. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold. Good. Bend the knees. Walk the hands forward. And then find tabletop. Lower yourself down. Sit the hips back onto the heels. Bring the hands behind the body. You can bring your hands under blocks as well. Just finding a little bit more space in the front of our legs and our quads, because we're about to try the splits. Slowly coming up. Awesome. So I'm keeping this all here, and I'm also going to grab a pillow just in case I need a little extra lift. So what I'd like you to do is let's start with the right leg, just so y'all can see me. So blocks come to the sides. I would say you're probably going to need them. I know I'm going to need them. Step your right foot over your stack here. And you can totally use your strap around your body if you have one like this. And so what I like to do, and I'm just kind of demonstrating for a moment. So I like to make a big circle around my leg and around my back, and then tighten my strap. I have these quick release straps. They're awesome for stuff like this. And then just tighten the strap. So that my belly is glued to my leg. And that's what I want. I like the quick release strap because you can re-release it. Beautiful. So from here, my hands are going to come to my blocks, and the blocks are going to move with me. So take a moment, lean forward, start to wiggle your front foot. And you can clearly see you have a little space and time here. So take your time with this. Wiggle your foot forward, keeping the belly glued to the thigh. And then you're gonna know when you're like, okay, this is as far as I can go. When you hit that point, shove props into the open space. I have a little bit further, so I'm gonna keep wiggling. And you can shove blocks under the body. Ooh. Okay, nope, too low. So I'm gonna take my pillow, slide it under me, and then lower back down. Yes, that's much better. From here, I can still lift myself up, pressing the hands into the blocks, peeling the right toes towards you. Whoo, buddy. It's been a minute, y'all. So find something that you can sustain for 5 rounds of breath. That's how long we're gonna be here. If you're just, feeling ambitious, you can reach the arms overhead, still flexing that right foot towards the body. And I didn't really mention how this is balanced, but the ability to really center yourself like a little monkey in the middle of your circumstance is a beautiful thing. So breathing here for 3. And if rising up doesn't feel good, you can always stay folded for 2. Good. I'm gonna release my strap. I will not use a strap on the other side, just so you can see what that looks like. And then to get out of this, sit, roll onto the bottom, extend the legs, give everything a little shake, a little shimmy, a little bounce. Beautiful. Let's come back to tabletop. Good, and then from here, step the left foot forward. Situate yourself, bring your hands to frame the body. Glue your belly to your thigh. So you're in a fold. I am folded here. I have a crease in my hip. Keeping that, start to wiggle the toes forward. I'm just gonna have my pillow nearby. Start to wiggle those toes forward. Maybe slowly wiggle that back leg back. Whew. And your knee can stay bent. If you're right here, shove stuff under you. This is dope. This is great. Find your edge. Ooh, child. Pillow. Bitchin'. Good, so find your spot. We'll take about 5 rounds of breath here. Splits is Hanumanasana, and Hanuman is the monkey god. And so when you're in splits, it's kind of like imagining you're swinging yourself from tree to tree, peeling those left toes back to the body. Splits are also super vulnerable. You are open and you're almost kind of stuck in this very open shape. But if you can find the stability, the balance, and the strength that lifts you up and holds you here, we can remain open and we can still remain in our power. And that's what I love about practicing splits and shapes like this. Open but strong, open and curious, open but in control. And that is a beautiful thing. Good. One more big round of breath. And then sit to the side. Swing the legs around. Just give everything a little shake, a little shimmy. Beautiful. Bringing your booty onto your stack of blankets, like a little throne here. Pulling the thighs and the bum out to the side. Good, extend your legs out in front of you. Take a moment here, press the hands into your thighs or into your blocks. Flex the feet as if you're standing on air and just sit tall. We're not gonna fold. We're gonna find our strength here. You can press the hands out to the sides as well, really lifting from the core, lifting the chest. Good. Then slowly sit the hips slightly forward in front of your stack of blankets or your pillow, and then lay down. So your stack is under your sacrum, slightly under your butt, so you may need to readjust. And then extend the legs nice and long, arms out to the side. Really small supported bridge here. And you may want a little more support for the lower back. You can use another pillow, another blanket. Good. Bring the knees in towards the chest. You can bend the soles of the feet to the earth first. Then bring your knees towards your chest or towards your armpits. And just give yourself a little squeeze. These can be wide. Hands come behind the thighs or on top. And just rock a little side to side. Good. Placing the soles of the feet on the floor. Press the hips up. Slide your props out. Good. Lower the hips back down. And then glue your legs together. Pull the knees towards the chest, but they don't need to come to the chest. And then you're gonna lift your hips and hike them to the right. And so you can totally watch me lift and hike them right. Glue the legs together, drop them to the left, extend the arm out, find this twist. And we'll take about 5 rounds of breath here. Good. Then walk the legs back to center. You can place the feet on the earth to recenter your hips. Okay. And then lift the feet. And we'll hike the hips left, so lift them and hike them. Dropping them to the right, arms extended, knees stacked if that feels good. A little more structure to our twist. And we'll take about 5 rounds of breath here. Good, come back to center. Recenter your hips. Good. And slowly slide in to your Shavasana. You can bring your props under your knees if you'd like a little support there. Allowing the eyes to close. Finding a shape that feels restful, that feels supportive to your stillness. Taking just a few minutes to breathe here. And for today, I will leave you in Shavasana. I encourage you to take as much time as you can here. Really just linger, savor, enjoy the space, enjoy the support. All the things that you created, all the things that you are. As always, take a little time. Thank yourself for coming to your mat, for coming to your practice. For giving yourself the space to explore, to feel, to be vulnerable, to be strong. A moment to thank your body for all of those things and more. I encourage you, as always, to be in awe of yourself, to find as many moments as you can to wonder at all of you are. Thank you all so much for spending some time with me. It's a privilege and an honor to be your teacher. Om Shanti, Om Peace. Peace be with you all. And I'll see you next time.